Welcome to this yoga flow to feel grounded. This is a practice focusing on balancing postures to strengthen the lower body and help you find focus to come back to a place where you feel more grounded. When you're ready, we'll begin in a kneeling position. So you can start by either resting your hands on your thighs, or you could bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart to help you connect with your felt sense, to feel your breath. If it helps you to focus, you can close your eyes. And we'll start by finding a steady breath, not forcing the breath in any way, just allowing it to come and go. And taking these first few moments to check in, tune in with your body, perhaps for the first time today. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. One more deep breath in. Exhale, side out. Open your eyes if you close them, and you can lower your hands by your side. Then sit over on your right side. Place the left hand by the left side and reach your right arm up and over so that you find a stretch down the right side of your body. You could also tilt your head to the left, relaxing the head and neck. Inhale to lift back up. Then sit your hips over to the left side. Place the right hand by your right side and reach the left arm up and over. Relax your head to the right, letting go of the head and neck. And then come back up through center. Walk your hands forwards to come into tabletop, just setting the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Start by moving in a clockwise direction, finding circular movements to warm up the wrists. And then let's go anti-clockwise a few times. Pressing through each fingertip so that you're finding that connection to ground. Come back through center, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. With an inhale, dip your belly down to arch your spine and lift your gaze up. As you exhale, press the floor away, round your back, and bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, arching the back, opening the chest. Exhale as you round, lift the back of your heart. Continue moving through cat-cow, matching your movements with your breath. One more inhale. Exhale. Then find a neutral spine. Extend and lift the right leg. Then reach the left arm forwards. If this is too much for the balance, you could either lower the left fingertips down or bring the left hand to hold onto the right elbow. This is a great option. Focus on pressing the floor away Focusing your gaze on one spot, finding that focus as you pause here with your breath. Lower the hand, lower the knee, and we'll switch. Extend and lift your left leg. Then either reaching the right arm forwards, keeping the fingertips on the mat, or bringing the hand to the left elbow as an option. Focus on pressing the floor away, gazing on one spot, steadying the breath. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Then extend your right leg, lower the toes to the mat, and push the floor away. Lift the left knee as high as you can towards your chest. And then lower the knee back down. Now with the breath. Inhale, keeping the knee grounded, gaze up. Exhale, push the floor away and lift your knee to your chest. Inhale, lower the knee back down, lift your gaze. Exhale, press the floor away, lift knee to chest and gaze in between the hands. Final time, inhale to lift your gaze, lower the knee. Exhale to press the floor away, bring knee to chest. Lower the knee back down and bend the right leg, coming back to tabletop. Then extend your left leg, keep the toes on the mat. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, press the floor away. Lift the knee as high as you can towards your chest. Inhale, lower the knee, lift your gaze. Exhale, press the floor away. Lift the knee, gaze in between your hands. 2 more times. Go at the pace of your breath. Final inhale. Exhale, push, lift the knee. And then return to tabletop. Extending both legs now, finding plank. Hike your hips up and push back to downward dog. Relaxing the chin towards the chest. You can start to pedal out your legs here. Just exploring your downward dog. Perhaps swaying the hips side to side. Perhaps adding in a little twist to gaze under your arms. Then grounding down through hands and feet, take a full breath in through the nose. And a cleansing exhale out through the mouth. Gaze forwards, and you can hop, step, or jump to forward fold. Exhale all the breath out in your fold. Then keeping a bend in your knees around your spine and roll all the way up to stand. And keeping that bend in the knees, cactus your arms and draw your arms back. You can find a little back bend here, so you're pointing your hips back, drawing your chest forwards. Inhale, gaze up. As you exhale, round your back, reach your arms forwards. Inhale, cactus the arms, coming into that back bend as you lift your gaze. Exhale, arms reach forwards, round your back, bring chin to chest. Keep this flowing with your breath. So it's just like a standing cat-cow, waving your spine. Focus on pressing through your toes, keeping that connection to ground. One more inhale. Open your chest. This time as you exhale, fold all the way forwards. And you can either keep that bend in your knees or you could straighten out the legs this time. Pausing a few breaths here. Round your spine, inhale, slowly roll all the way back up to stand. Shift your weight into the right foot and lift your left knee as high as you can. Find a place to focus your gaze and bring your hands to prayer. And slowly step the foot back into high lunge, reaching your arms up with an inhale. As you exhale, reach forwards and fold halfway, resting your belly on your front thigh, gazing down. If this is too much, having the arms reaching forwards, you could always bring fingertips to the mat. Shift the weight into the front foot and lift your back leg. It could be a little bit or it could be all the way into Warrior 3. You decide. If you're needing stability in Warrior 3, hands can always come down for stabilizers. Keep your gaze focused on that one spot. Then slowly step the back foot forwards, coming into chair. So keeping both knees bent, shifting the weight back through your heels, lifting your arms, lifting your chest. Sit the hips a little lower in chair, hold for a breath in. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Round your back, inhale, roll all the way up to stand. Exhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Shifting the weight into the left foot, lift the right knee. Lifting the leg as high as you can. Find your balance to begin here. Focus your gaze on one spot and bring hands to prayer. Then slowly step the right foot back into high lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, fold halfway, arms reach forwards, rest your belly on your front thigh and gaze down. If this is too much, hands can always come down to the mat. Shift weight into the front foot as you lift your back leg. You can either just go a little bit or lift it all the way, coming into Virabhadrasana 3 or Warrior 3. Hands can always come down to the mat if you're needing more support. Slowly step the back foot forwards, returning to chair. Keep the knees bent, weight is back through the heels. Lift your arms, inhale. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Inhale in position. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Inhale, round your back, roll all the way up to stand. And exhale, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Coming back to chair with an inhale. And then bring hands to prayer. And twist to your right. Rest the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. And you can press against your knee, but also press your knee against your elbow to help you twist a little further to the right. Keep the weight in the right foot and step your left foot back, coming into a lunge. Option to lower the back knee down here, or you could keep it lifted. Hold for breath in. On your exhale, lift your elbow away from your knee and start turning around to the left side. If the back knee is down, lift the knee and open out your back foot. Then open the arms for Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, bend your back knee, coming down about halfway into a side lunge. Shifting the weight towards the left heel. Straining your back leg, rebending the front. Bring the right forearm, resting it on your thigh. Reach the left arm overhead. Then turning your chest open here, gazing up, finding a place to focus your gaze. And taking a moment to feel where your feet are. Pressing through the toes and the heels. Inhale, come back up to Warrior 3. Then shorten the stance of your warrior two and straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, lower the right hand in front of you. And you may need to bend the front knee to do this. Then shifting the weight into the front foot, lift your back leg. You may want to start with just a little bit and then lifting it further to come into half moon. Finding a place to focus your gaze, keeping your chest open. Then lower the left hand next to the right. Keep the back leg lifted for now. Roll your left hip down to face down towards the mat. So you're squaring off the hips. Then keeping the left fingertips on the mat, reach your right arm up. Twisting to the right side this time. Keep the focus on one spot. Slowly lower your back foot down. Then bring both hands into prayer, resting the left elbow on the outside of the knee. Returning to that twisted lunge. Step the back foot forwards, coming into twisted chair. Inhale here. Exhale, release the twist and fold forwards. If the legs are feeling a little tired, you could pedal them out here. Or perhaps you'd like to take ragdoll, just swaying side to side. Rebend your knees to come back into chair. Bring hands into prayer. Inhale. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Then twisting to the left, rest the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Pressing the knee into the elbow, elbow into the knee. Turning the chest to the left. Shift the weight into the left foot as you step your right foot back. And as you find your twisted lunge, option to stay here, or you could lower the back knee down. Keeping your gaze focused on one spot. Inhale here. Exhale, turning to the right side, opening out into warrior two. Then straightening the front leg, bending the back knee, sinking towards the right heel, coming down about halfway into a side lunge. Arms can either stay reaching out, or you could always bring the hands down for stabilizers. Then straightening the back leg, rebending the front. Rest the left forearm on the thigh, reach the right arm overhead. Turning your chest open, then coming back to that place of focus, feeling where your feet are, being where your feet are, coming back to that sense of ground. Inhale, come back up to warrior two and then shorten your stance. You can straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach forwards and lower the left hand down. You may need to find a little bend in the knee to make it accessible to reach the floor. And shifting the weight into the front foot, lift your back leg. You could just lift a little bit. You could lift all the way so that you're bringing your leg as high as the level of your hips. Then turning your chest open to the right. Find a place to focus your gaze as you find half moon. Keep the back leg lifted, but lower the right hand down. Then roll the right hip down towards the mat. So you're squaring off your hips. Keep the right fingertips on the mat. Reach the left arm up, turning your chest open to the left this time. Finding a new point of focus for the gaze. Lower your back foot down. Bring hands to prayer, resting right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Returning to that twisted lunge. And step the back foot forwards, coming to twisted chair. Inhale in position. Exhale to release and fold forwards. Again, maybe pedaling out the legs or finding ragdoll, whatever feels good. Then with an inhale, lift your chest halfway. You can either keep your fingertips on the mat here or bring hands to thighs for support. As you exhale, fold forwards, plant your hands and step to plank. Pressing the floor away, stacking shoulders over the wrists. Option to lower the knees if you need. Inhale, hold your pose. Exhale, rock forward, send the shoulders past the wrists. And bend your elbows close to the side of your body as you go as slow as you can, lowering down through chaturanga. Come down to your belly, keep your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest and roll your shoulders back to come into cobra. Exhale, come back to down dog. Then looking forwards, you can hop, step or jump to forward fold. Inhale, round your back, roll all the way up to stand. Then shifting your weight into your left foot, lift the right knee. Keep the leg lifted as you open the leg out to the side. And we'll keep that leg hovering in space as we bring the hands to prayer. If this becomes too much at any time, you can always lower the toes down to the mat. Try to focus your gaze on one spot. And sweep the right leg behind you and place the foot on the mat. Keep a bend in the left leg as you will be leaning to the left. Option to either keep your arms by your side, or if you'd like a little bit more from this posture, reach your arms up. Interlacing the fingers, pointing the index fingers up. Leaning your weight to the left side. Inhale to lift back up, realigning the spine. Then hug the right knee into your chest. And wrap the left arm round the leg. Reach the right arm back. And very slowly start turning your gaze to look back. This could be option number one. If you can reach your foot as you extend your leg, this could be option number two. So revolved hand to big toe pose. Slowly release and lower the right foot down. Then shifting weight into the right foot, start by lifting your left leg. Keep the leg as high as you can as you open the leg out to the side and bring hands to prayer. Focusing on one spot, grounding through the right foot. If this becomes too much, you can always lower the toes down to the mat. And sweep the left leg behind you. Keep a bend in the right knee and lean your weight to your right side. You can either keep the arms relaxed by the side or reach the arms up, interlacing the fingers, pointing the index fingers up. Realign the spine, standing up. Then hug the left knee into your chest. Wrap the right arm around the leg and reach the left arm behind you as you slowly turn your gaze to the left, coming into a twist. This could be option 1. Option 2 could be to extend the leg and catch the foot. This one can be a little tricky, so go slow, focusing on staying present in the pose. Slowly release and lower the left foot down. And with an inhale, reach both arms up, lift your gaze. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, plant the hands and step to plank. Holding for a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down through chaturanga. This time with your inhale, you could roll onto the tops of the feet to press up into upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Then lift your right leg high and open out the hip, stacking the right side of the hip over the left. Start to draw circles with the right ankle, going a few times clockwise. And then anti-clockwise. Then bend the knee and sweep the leg forwards, bringing the knee behind the right wrist, lowering the leg down. Then edge your back leg down the mat, coming into pigeon. And start to walk the hands forwards, lower yourself down, creating a pillow with the forearms to rest the head. You have the option to stay here, or you could start to walk your hands over towards the right side of the mat, so you're folding in a slight side bend towards the front leg. Lift yourself back up and step straight back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high and open out your hips, stacking the left side on top of the right. Start to draw circles with the left ankle. This time we'll start in an anti-clockwise direction. And then clockwise. Bend the knee and sweep the leg forwards, bringing the knee to the back of the left wrist. Lowering down, settling in for pigeon. You can walk the hands forwards and fold forwards. Option to settle in here. Or you could walk your hands over to the left side, so you're coming into a slight side bend, folding towards the left side of your mat. Slowly lift yourself back up. And this time sit over on your left side so that you can swing both legs in front of you. And start by straightening the legs, flexing the feet. With an inhale, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, start to reach the arms forwards, maintaining a neutral spine as best you can. And as you fold, you can either relax the arms by your side or keep the arms reaching forwards. Relax your head, relax your neck. There's always the option to find a bend in the knees if this becomes too much and you need to modify. Slowly lift the chest, relax the arms by your side. Then hug the right knee into your chest. Wrap the left arm around the leg and place the right hand behind you for support. With an inhale, lift from the crown of your head. So you're lengthening the spine from where you feel in connection with the ground all the way up to the top of your head. On your exhale, twist to the right, gazing over the right shoulder. Release the twist and extend the right leg. Then hug the left knee into your chest, wrap the right arm around the leg and place the left hand behind you. Inhale and lift up from the crown of your head. Find that length from the ground all the way up to the top of your head. And exhale, twist, gaze over your left shoulder. Release the twist, extend your left leg, and then come and lie all the way back. And bending your knees, you either have the option to knock your knees together, finding a position called constructive rest, or you could extend your legs, lifting them up so that the feet align over the top of your hips, so your body is like in an L shape. Either resting the hands on the belly here or relaxing the arms by your side. Just feeling your back in connection with the ground. And with each exhale, encouraging your body to relax into the support of the ground. If your legs are in the air, then bend your knees and lower your feet. Then one by one, extend your legs to find Savasana. Relaxing the arms by your side, rolling the shoulders down the back. This I have been contemplating.
nothing is lasting forever. Walking the path of surrender. So I have been patiently seeking the heart that is openly beating, where all of those rivers are meeting. I have the faith that I'm guided. All of the omens aligning. Mother divine in her timing. So watch it come now and watch it go. Don't you hold on to the high and low. The spirit dances on the unknown. Let it move your soul. What lies ahead now? What lies behind? Put all that worry out of your mind. Look in your own home. What will you find? Let it move your soul.
Deepen your breath, sending the breath into the back of the lungs. Start to move the fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to the body. And hug the knees into the chest. And roll onto your side. And when you're ready, join me back in a seated position. Just keeping the eyes closed for a few more moments. Sitting up tall, creating length from the ground all the way up to the top of your head. Taking a moment to be where you are, to stay with that sense of presence that you've cultivated. Perhaps taking the next few moments to set an intent for the rest of your day. With your intention set, open your eyes. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I hope that you enjoyed this class, and I hope that it's left you feeling grounded and ready for the rest of your day. Thank you again, and I'll see you for another class.